Oh man, that Super Bowl halftime show was awesome. The game was even better, but you come on, people. 50 Cent hanging from the ceiling at his age, singing. Bro, I gotta tell you, man, 50 Cent went from being 50 to $1. That's what's up. Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, it's been a while. I know I haven't been doing my show, but we're back on the grind, and today we're going to finally talk about the S22 Ultra, the S22 lineup, and then we're going to talk about this whole thing going on right now where there's a narrative being pushed about the performance, the specs, and the CPU. I am getting so tired of it, so I'm just going to talk about it in today's episode. Also, we've got some more infos and more exclusive features coming to the Ultra, which we will also discuss. And then lastly, to round it off, we have an update on the Apple March event, which I never talked about, so we'll get to that at the end of the episode. And it involves the new Macs possibly revealed to be rumored. All of that on today's episode, so don't touch the dial, change your quality up to 4K because Technoid starts right now. Alrighty, first story up is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now guys, I don't know about you, but I have been a huge fan of this phone from the early rumors to the reports to the leaks to the concept. I made a very debatable video about how I'm worried that it may not sell well, but hopefully I am proven wrong, which I think I'm going to be proven wrong, but that's a plus. But I am really excited for this phone because I saw there was a lot of potential for it, a lot of answered questions in the phone, and everything that the fans had wanted is basically in this phone, and that's exactly what Samsung gave us. They not only gave us a hardware device that is truly the pinnacle of what the Note series used to be, but it also gives you a phone that finally does the job and is basically now the Swiss Army knife of Androids again. That's really what the Note was, so basically really it's just the Note come back, but honestly, taking a look at its capabilities, taking a look at the camera features, and really looking at everything as a package, it is amazing. This is actually going to be kind of funny, but I'm actually thinking of possibly buying this device. I know I always say that about certain devices, but listen, if you guys know anything about me, I'm an iPhone user, I'm an Apple ecosystem user, but I have used Android in the past, and I love my experience, and I've been looking for a way to come back. I have been thinking about going foldables, but after seeing that Note Ultra, yes, I'm calling it Note Ultra because that's really what it is, but after seeing that phone, it was incredible. And I'm really debating it right now, so I might eventually pick it up. It's a great phone, but one thing that I didn't like was the event itself. I don't understand. I don't get it. Samsung, you don't understand to do pre-recorded live streams. I don't know, maybe it's just the way you're presenting it. I don't know, maybe it's just the way I'm watching it, but you had such a great device and you made me fall asleep through half the event because you spent more time talking and less feature. And I know that I'm going to sound like a hypocrite right now, but Apple really gets pre-recorded live streams. For Christ's sake, those things are more cinematic than any pre-recorded live streams we've ever seen. Samsung, you could have took 1 or 2 pages out of that book and I would have been happy. I don't know, man. But anyway, moving on. Now we get to this thing that's been going around. Everybody's been talking about it. So as you know, the S22 is using the Snapdragon Gen 1 chip, I believe. I don't have the spec sheets with me right now. But apparently a lot of people are actually not impressed, at least that's what the reports are saying, because according to many Apple biased and of course maybe even some Android biased web pages, mostly just Apple web pages are posting the story, basically the iPhone 13 Pro Max beats out the Snapdragon in every way, shape, and form, in performance, multi-core, single-core, and everybody is calling the iPhone 13 Pro Max the king of performance. And this is where I lose my paycheck for this video because I am sick and tired. Every single goddamn year, we gotta go through the same crap. Like, listen, I understand that the A-series chips are the best CPUs in a smartphone. There's no denying it. I have an iPhone, I've had the iPhone 5, and I stayed with it till the iPhone 7 Plus. So I know what I'm talking about when I say that I understand that the A-series chips are the best chips in a smartphone. But with that being said, specs don't mean shit. Come on, people, let's call a spade a spade. Are you really gonna look at the spec sheets and go, oh yeah, that's how I'm gonna be acting when I go on my TikTok. I got a multi-core score, I got a single core performance, and when I'm taking high res, little low light, independent phone? No. Nobody in their grandmothers are ever going to talk like that, unless, of course, you do live with your grandmother and talk like that. But no civil person is ever going to talk about the spec sheets, and nobody is going to care about the benchmark scores. The only thing that people care about is using the device on a daily and how it works in your every single day life. And I am so tired of every year seeing people from the Apple side. Find me a Samsung or Google fan, that'd be a different story. But mostly, these Apple biased fan pages just love to rain on everybody's parade and go, yeah, the iPhone's the best in the world, yeah, it is the performance king. And then you also forget that you realize that Android is 10 times ahead of you in features and your iPhone is still there. So what are you craving about? I could easily clap back like that. But listen, before my balls go any higher, okay, that was a good one. But in all seriousness, I am sick and tired of every year when any Android company makes a phone, you always gotta have those people come out of nowhere and they just keep on posting the specs. I mean, listen, I get it. You want to do a comparison? But enough is enough. People don't care about the specs anymore. You know when they care about it? When they're making a device like a computer, CPU, GPU performances? But do you really think anybody's going to care about what's in their smartphone? As long as the thing can make a phone call, watch TikTok on YouTube, I think you're satisfied. Now, with that being said, Samsung, you should have put that AMD GPU inside because, man, did you miss the mark. I was really looking forward. If you haven't seen my video on that one, check that one out where I argue their S22 chip should have been in the United States. Maybe that could have helped. I don't know. Because it did outperform the Snapdragon Gen 1, so that's that. Alrighty, now that we're calm and relaxed, let's get to the final story. Let's talk about the Apple March event. Now, I, for some reason, have not kept up to date with the Apple March event as I didn't know it was happening. Okay, fine, I'm lying. I knew it was happening. I just didn't have the urge to cover it. But I felt that it's my duty as a tech show to give you guys the latest. And of course, we have to diversify and be fair to both sides. So Apple is up. Basically, in March, we are going to get a new reveal. Now, as you know, in March, typically, sometimes we get new devices. We get iPhone sometimes, or a press release. We got Apple TV Plus. We got so many things focused on education, etc. Well, this year, we're looking at a new Mac. And rumors are reported that apparently, according to the reports, Apple has now filed 3 new Macs into their database ahead of the March event. Now, as you know, the rumored lineup is supposedly as follows: a new M2 series chip. You know what, on second thought, I don't really want to go that far ahead. But basically, from what I've watched and seen and read, apparently the reports are we are going to get a M1 Pro or Max Mac Mini. So that will be the high-end Mac Mini. That's the report. We also reported to get a new entry-level MacBook Pro. It will receive an update. Some are saying it will get the M2 chip. I'm not so sure about that because I haven't kept up that much, but I will be keeping up now as we get closer. And lastly, the reports of a 27-inch iMac. Now, that report has been refuted, saying that it has been pushed or delayed, but we'll have to wait and see. But then on top of that, we also know a report that they are going to update the SE, which I have talked about. So overall, just expect some Macs, because if you think the iPhone SE is going to be the main topic of source, yeah, okay. And that's for today's episode of Technoid. Now, guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. It helps look at my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and peace!